Hi guys, my name is Ariel and today is my birthday. So to celebrate my birthday, I decided to do an FAQ. What's an FAQ? No, it's not an FAQ. Q&A. Yes, Q&A. There we go. That's the right word. So on Twitter, I asked you guys to ask me any questions you want, and today I'm gonna try and answer all of them. And please forgive me if I mispronounce some of your names. I'm gonna try my best though. So first of all, Ronin Usaku says or asks, what direction do you intend to take your art in the future? Future goals for your art, in little parentheses there. Well, this is kind of a hard question because I want to do a lot of things with my art, but I would say the biggest thing is I want to make them more dynamic, more fluid, you know? Because I feel like sometimes my art can be pretty stiff, and I just want to make art that kind of invokes a feeling, you know? Do you know? I don't know if you know, but kind of like when you look at art, you feel like, wow, this is amazing. I feel emotional looking at this. I want that art. Will I be able to achieve the art? I guess we'll find out. And okay, let's go to the next question here. Sorry, I don't really have a script, so all of these answers here, I might have thought about for a bit, but I didn't write any answers beforehand. So let's continue. Next question by Faye. So Faye says, what first drew you to pixel art and by extension art as a whole? Well, the thing is, when I was in grade 6, I was kind of a petty girl with a main character syndrome. So I thought I was like the best. I thought I was like the hot stuff, you know? I thought that my art was like the best, couldn't be beat. Until I got humbled down real quick with other people beside me. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be the best. I may not be the best now, but I will be the best because I am the best. So I basically started this huge art journey to basically beat everyone around me. I was like, I will become so good that objectively I will be the best among my peers. And I no longer feel that way, luckily, but I do like to, I do feel very inspired by other people around me. So it makes me very happy when I can think about being on equal footing with the artist I admire. So yeah, so admiration is what fuels me now, but in the past it was being better than everyone else. I know, past me was a great person. As for pixel art, I think DeviantArt had a big place in it because pixel art dolls, no, page dolls, yeah, they're called page dolls. So page dolls and pixel icons were very popular in DeviantArt, so I think that played a huge role in how I fell in love with the medium. Unfortunately, DeviantArt is dead, found it in a ditch, and Twitter isn't very kind to pixel art, so I am slowly trying to reconcile the fact that pixel art, there's no good website to post pixel art, unfortunately, because of the compression. Maybe one day Twitter will be friendlier to pixel art, but I guess we will have to find out in the future. DeviantArt, you are dead to me. You are dead to me. Anyways, next question. So, the next question is by King Spirit. So, good question right here. Do you like potatoes and how do you like them cooked? I do like potatoes. I like my carbs a lot. I like carbs. They're probably my favorite food group. They are food groups, right? But yeah, I like pasta, but wait a minute, we're talking about potatoes. Sorry, I'm off topic. So, potatoes. I like hash browns. They are my favorite medium of potato because they are crispy on the outside. They are a bit like chewy in the inside, a little soft and chewy in the inside. I love them with black pepper and salt on it. That's how I like it. I feel like this is a beautiful medium for a potato. That's all. There we go. The end. Next question. So the next one is by Anomalous. What ascended you into the world of Bumboe? Well, if you guys didn't know, I am Vietnamese. And I wasn't born in Vietnam, but my blood is completely Vietnamese. I am 100% Nuc Mam, which means fish sauce, for those who don't know. And Bumboe was something that my mom made a lot, and I like it. Like, the noodles are very thick and chewy, and like it's spicy. I like spicy stuff. Like, not too spicy, but I like spicy stuff. And Bumboe is like, it hits the sweet spot of not too spicy, but spicy enough, you know? And I guess a lot of people say, oh yeah, Vietnamese food, pho. Obviously, pho is the only thing that like people know about Viennese culture. But I would argue Bumbaway is better. I'm sorry, guys. Bumbaway's better. But here's the funny thing. I feel like lately a lot of Vietnamese restaurants have been like shirking on their duties. Is shirking the right word? But they've been slacking off. I'm gonna say that. They've been slacking off. Because there's these like high-end, overpriced $15 bowls or even $20 bowls of like, quote-unquote, Bumbaway. And I order it, right? And they're like, oh yeah, this is Bumbaway. This is so good. And it's actually the pho broth disguised as Bumbaway. It looks like Bumbaway. They put in the color, they put in maybe the meat, they put in the noodles maybe, but the broth is pho. You can't trick me. You can't trick me, restaurants. This happened twice, which is weird, but it happened twice, and I find that very disturbing. So what took me to the world of Bumbaway? Well, my mother's great Bumbaway, which is why I was so disappointed when I went to a Vietnamese restaurant like last month, and it was fake. It was a pho broth. So if you go to a Vietnamese restaurant, maybe see if you can find a Vietnamese person to take to bring with you to make sure that the Bumbaway you're ordering is actually Bumbaway. I'm sorry, I'm very disappointed in this. Okay, I didn't expect to vent here, but I am very passionate about my food. And if someone says this is Bumbaway, it better be Bumbaway. I spent $20 on the dish only to be scammed. Okay, I'm getting emotional. Let's calm down. Anyways, that's why I like Bumbaway. It's very delicious. You should try it, but you should make sure that the Bumbaway you're getting is actually Bumbaway. So, next question. Okay, the next question is by I am Ghost Cat. Hello, Ghost Cat. So, they say, meow. What are you going to do if you get 1 million followers on Twitter and become famous, a famous artist on Twitter? Well, here's the thing. I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon. But I think I'll just be exactly the same. Really? Really, I don't think anything's gonna change. Because, well, I've been the same since I've had, like 1 follower. Till now, I've been exactly the same. Except for the emojis I use. When I first started Twitter, I would use the cow emojis, I think they're called. You know, the little cutesy emojis. I'll put some on the screen for now for you. But yeah, I used to use this a lot because I was like, oh, I don't want to scare people. I want to be delicate like a little flower. I don't want to scare anyone off with my all caps typing. I've since given up that, so maybe at 1 million followers, I will just give up trying to be cute. I'll just be obnoxiously typing in all caps. No one can stop me. My caps lock will be stuck forever on my keyboard. But also, I don't know. I guess we'll have to find out to see. Anyways, next question. Oh, but also, one last thing. Thank you, Ghost Cat, because Ghost Cat also said, I believe that day will be coming for you, Uriel. Your art is so amazing cool. Thank you, Ghost Cat. It means a lot to me. So, next. I don't believe in magic says favorite weapon. Now that's like asking me to pick between my children. That's a very difficult question, but okay, in terms of using weapons, using bows are my favorite weapon. I think if you guys see my playthrough of The Forest and Ghostwire, you know that the bow was the MVP. But in terms of designing weapons, I think spears are my favorite. Any type of pole arm, really. I love design. I think they look very sleek and very cool. And I should design one for myself one day, but I'm too busy. Maybe in the future. All right, next question. Echoes says, is there anything you want to do that you haven't done yet, whether in art or content creation? Well, that's a very good question. I gotta think about this. Okay, so I want to learn. Or I don't really actually want to learn. I want to try first. I don't want to commit to this, but I want to try animation. I want to try to make at least one animation that looks like it could be straight out of an anime. And then I want to make it my outro. My outro is like just me like wiggling back and forth. So yes, I want to try animation. I haven't really tried it properly. I've tried to dabble in it, but it always ends up really stiff and weird. So I want to try it for real. So I guess we'll see how that turns out. Maybe I'll try it when I'm more free. Anyways, next question. So this is by Jimothy Jammy. If you could go anywhere in the world for just one day and not have to worry about anything, where would you go? Now, the thing about me is I'm kind of a hermit crab. I don't really like traveling. But if I were to go anywhere Let's see, for one day, not have to worry about anything. I don't know. I don't like traveling, so I don't think I could answer this because there's not really anywhere I'd want to go. I just want to stay home and just not worry about anything. I know. Great answer. Great answer. I'm such a fun person. So next, Ghostbot or GBO1 says, "What's your favorite food in the Great White North? In parentheses Canada. Snack, dessert, and dish." Now here's the thing. My favorite stuff isn't necessarily Canadian per se, because Canadian, when you hear Canadian, you think poutine, right? Well, no. So here we go. So my favorite snack, I had to think about this. Okay. Snack, honey butter chips. I love how sweet they are. They're not too salty. I could eat a whole bag of them. I love honey butter chips. I love them. I love them. Next, dessert. That's also a very difficult question. There's so many good desserts, though. It really depends on how I feel. Sometimes I feel like I want something lighter. Sometimes I want something like a little heavier. I still gotta think about this. Okay, I'm gonna say for now, mango mousse. I love mango. And like, if you have like a mango mousse cake, delicious. But I also like cheesecake. In fact, I like a lot of cakes. I like light, fluffy cakes. There we go. I also like panna cotta, but okay. Rambling. I need to pick one. But I'm not gonna pick one. So those are my top few options. Next one is dish. Boy. Done. Next question. So Ray says, if I were to use your character as a, I believe D&D stands for Dungeons & Dragons NPC, what would you want it to do / act in the story? Or even how it would fight? Well, that's a good question. I actually never played Dungeons & Dragons before. I've always tried to get into it, but it kind of felt really overwhelming for me to try and make my character. It was fun to think about it. So then I would spend a lot of time like looking at it, reading it, and then like making my character. And then the group that asked me if I wanted to join them, they would ghost me. And it never happened. It never happened after that. But that's okay. You know what? It's fine. Maybe one day I'll learn it, but not today. But okay, in terms of what kind of NPC I'd want to be, I think, can your character die in Dungeons & Dragons? Well, if your character dies and there's a chance to revive them, like if you add like a gimmick or a mechanic to it, I know you can probably make some like special rules for your game, then I would want to be the character that helps revive you. Like you're dying and you're like in the distance, you see me and I'm like, it's not too late. Or no, not too late. No, it's not your time to die. But maybe if that's too easy for you, then maybe if your character has like money, they can pay me a good price to not bring them to heaven yet. Although I guess if they're a bad person, then I guess I can't really help them. Then again, being good is very subjective. But I'm not gonna subject you to philosophy yet. So, next question. Local Freak says yes or no. Yes. Zian Su says, if you're Uriel Judge, when can we get a TV courtroom show called Uriel Court? Well, here's the funny thing. If people ask, why is your last name Judge? That seems like a weird last name. Well, I was really into Ace Attorney while I was designing my character. Or my body, I guess. My design. Well, I was really into Ace Attorney. And then you know how the Ace Attorney badge is like, it's like a scales? And I'm a Libra, so I was like, you know what? Judge. That's a fantastic name. I'm just gonna be Uriel Judge. So I didn't really put much thought into it. I just really liked Ace Attorney. I still do. I've just been too busy to play the games. But yes, that's why my last name is Judge. Maybe one day I'll do a courtroom parody show for you, Zeons. Just remember me, okay? I'll dedicate it to you. Next question. So next question is by Hanetu. What was your creation process for your character / VTuber model? Prepare to be disappointed. So I'll give you the serious part first. Okay, so for the serious part, in case you guys didn't know, I am Christian. I've been in the church scene for a long time. Since the day I was born, basically. And I knew that when I wanted to start VTubing, I wanted to put that as part of my design because it's been such a big part of who I am as a person. And also I feel like sometimes it's easy to get carried away when you're doing stuff like content creation. And so I wanted to put a piece of like, you know, Christianity and like, you know, the church into my designs that if I ever do get big, I'm not gonna let it get to my head. I'm not gonna be like, oh my gosh, I am the god. I am the idol. I need to humble myself, okay? I need to remember, despite my model, I am very much human and I shouldn't let any sort of fame get to my head. So that's why I decided to go with an angel theme. Indeed, to remember, never let it get to your head. You are not a god. You are just a speck of dust in the greater grand scheme of things. Don't forget that, okay? But anyways, back to my design. So I said, okay, angel theme. So what now? What with the angel theme? So I decided to do 4 really scuffed drawings. Indeed, I did 4. I said, okay, I'm not going to take this seriously. I'm not going to get attached to any of these designs. So I just drew 4. I will show them right here on the screen at the moment. So as you can see, the one on the left is what I became. The one on the left is my current design, although I did make some alterations. The second one, I have no idea what I did. I had no idea what was going on. I think I took the angel scene too literally. And the third one was like the One-san. Yes, the ara kind of One-san that I wish I was, but I clearly am not. And then the last one was like a cool hip, you know, hip person. And then I sent these designs to my friends. I sent it to Momo, and I remember Momo was like, I think the first and last one are kind of match you. Because she kind of associates with me with like sportswear, you know, hip stuff. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna fuse the first one with the last one. And you know what? I think one day I'm gonna make an alternate outfit of the last outfit because I really like that last outfit, but I never used it. So I want to do that. So I'm gonna fuse it. But as you can see, all of them have beauty marks. I keep on forgetting to draw my own beauty mark sometimes, but my beauty mark is very important to me. Because I actually have one in real life. Please don't stare at strangers' faces if you're trying to look for me. That's kind of creepy, but I do have one in real life. Yes. That's literally it. That's literally how I was designed, guys. I hope that's very insightful for you. So anyways, next question. Kimono Gamer says, who inspired you to start making vids? Well, here's the thing, fun fact. I actually don't watch VTubers. Like before this, I didn't watch VTubers. I didn't even know what a VTuber was. I just want to be a YouTuber. And see, I want to be a YouTuber, and I knew how to do art, and I knew a little bit of Live 2D, so I was like, you know what? I might as well make a model for myself. So I did it, and here I am. Anyways, for the people who inspired me to start making videos, I have 2. My first one is Manly Badass Hero. I love his videos. I love his long form content. I always have him playing when I'm like, or playing in the background while I'm like drawing or doing chores. I think he has a very nice, soothing voice. I admire him a lot too, because he usually tries to get like all the endings in a video too. I don't know, I just really like watching him. I think that he's like super entertaining and super calming and relaxing to listen to at the same time. And my second one is Super Horror Bro. I loved watching his Dark Deception videos. They're my guilty pleasure. I've watched those playthroughs like 3 times already. I think he's also is in the same realm of, I find him very relaxing, and I find like when he plays horror games, his voice just has something about it that makes me like not really scared, right? It feels like someone's holding my hand when he plays. And kind of like Manly Badass Hero, he also tries to like find the secrets, and then he does like analysis videos on it. I personally am not smart enough to do analysis videos like he can, but I like watching them as well. I just like these two. I just really admire them. Yeah. Next question. Reneri says, if you could go back and tell your younger self, in parentheses, your choice with age, anything, what would it be? Well, that's a good question. First of all, I think I would tell them, let's see, follow your passions. I know this sounds very generic, but like in university, I decided to like go into biology. That was a mistake. I was like, you know what? I'll just do whatever. Yeah, my GPA tanked. I was miserable. I was stressed. And then I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna go to another major. And for that major, I'm just gonna like, I can do this. And, you know, it was fine. It was fine. It was fun. But if I could go back in time, I think I'd want to learn animation or game development. Those are like really cool things. But for now, I think I'll keep those as hobbies then, because I don't want to get into more student debt. I really don't. I'm in debt. I need to hurry up and draw and make more money so that I can pay it off. So yes, next question. So Kaseki says, what's one piece of art you've made that you feel especially proud of? Well, that's a good question. I am extremely proud of my Real model, my male model. In fact, let me get him up right now. One moment. Let me get him. Behold, my male model. I haven't really used him because I've been kind of self-conscious. Like, can I use this? Will people like judge me if I use like a male model, but I keep my voice the same? And I've decided, screw that. I'm gonna use him for my next series. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna use him for my next series because I worked really hard on this. And I think he should be put to good use. So yes, this is my proudest, because I love drawing Ikemen. I love drawing guys. And one day I want to just make an empire of live 2D models that are just hot guys. That's just my my secret dream, my little dream here. So yeah, this is my favorite. I just really like him. Look at this. I have like an angry toggle. I have an angry toggle. I have a bloody toggle. A blushing one. Oh wow, I look like a yandere right now. But yeah, I really like drawing guys. I also have one with light in his eyes. Now, here's a funny thing. Riel was supposed to be like an expressionless, kind of emotionless, doll-like character. But I cannot play that type of character to save my life, so when I play as him, I'm just myself that happens to use his body. But yeah, and let me zoom out so you can like look at him better. Yeah. Do you see that? Do you see that? I really like his I like his gloves a lot too. I really like guys with gloves. I hope I'm not creeping you out, by the way, with me talking about this with Riel's face. But okay, dragging him back to the screen. But yes, let's just admire him real quick. Oh yes, I love this face. I'm sorry, I sound so creepy right now, but yes, that's my proudest piece of art. I consider him a piece of art. I'm sorry guys. Just next question. Let me just take off this suit and get back to my original model. Overedge Props asks, any tips on getting over artist block? Oh, and shield or scythe. You know, sometimes I say scythe by accident, but people tell me, no, it's scythe. I've been laughed at for that. I'm not very good at speaking sometimes, or pronouncing words, but it's okay. You'll probably see that more in the future. So, for artist block, some of you guys might notice that sometimes I go on a crazy drawing spree. People are like, wow, Uriel, you are so fast. I blinked and you finished. Did I really get my commission this fast? Sometimes I have those moods, and I'm just like super into art, and I'll draw from like morning till night. And sometimes I get artist block where I don't want to do anything. And when that happens, I don't try to force it. I just play some games. I read some Isekai Otome manhwa. That's my guilty pleasure, by the way. Sometimes I will just touch some grass, you know, try cooking. And I feel like doing different activities helps energize my mind, so eventually I'll just miss drawing. And then I'll go back to drawing like after like a week or so. Or even a couple days, you know? So yeah, that's how I get over art block, really. I just do something else for a while. And next, so for the... Did I answer the second question already? If I didn't answer the second question already, it's a scythe. It's a scythe. I like pointy things. I like sharp things. I like stabby things. I'm not really a person who likes to... Okay, actually, let me correct that. I do like protecting others, but I believe that offense is the best defense. If you kill the person before they can kill you, that takes care of the problem. But of course, you must be justified, okay? You must make sure that you are justified in your actions. Don't kill people in real life, by the way. I'm talking about video games, okay? I'm talking about solely video games, okay? Video games are the exception. Anyways, next question. I promise you I am not a violent person. I'm a very peaceful person, and we should make peace with each other. Amen. Okay, next question for real. This is the last question by the almighty Kurama. Assuming you have a bucket list, what is the one thing in life that you would most love to see and/or do in this life before you go? Well, there's two main ones. I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna say two. One of them is animation. I already said this, right? I want one day I want to see myself in like an animation, like an anime styled animation, you know, that looks like it's from an anime, like professionally done. Like I want to see that. Now, will I pay someone to do that, or will I do it myself? That is the question. Well, I'm kind of broke right now, and I think that kind of thing would be very expensive. So I guess we'll see. That's my first goal. I want to see what I look like in like an anime. My second thing is I want to learn how to do RPG Maker. I want to make an RPG Maker game. Whether I'm in it or whether it's just some like original characters, we'll have to see about that. But I do want to make an RPG Maker game. I want to make a horror RPG Maker game because I really like it. But I've tried RPG Maker a few times, but I've never been able, for the life of me, to figure out how to make puzzles with it. Like, you know, like you find an item and you interact with another item using that. I've never figured that out. Maybe I will, but until then, those are my two bucket lists. I really want to see those. I really do. So we'll see. Maybe I'll become a master of both of those in 10 years. We'll have to see. And yeah, and that concludes all of the questions. Thank you everyone who submitted such wonderful and interesting questions that I had to think about. For real, I really had to think about some of those. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned a bit more about me. And I guess I will see you next time. I'll see you in the next episode. Tuesday, right? Tuesday. That was a wink. Alright, bye guys. Thank you for watching.